John Gray.
Good morning, John Gray. I'm Peggy Burton.
And I'm Jim Fuller.
How are you?
We're here today and looking to have a great
Jimmy,
time.
I was just thinking,
Yeah.
Excuse me.
we could call her the silver fox, but her hair's not silver.
What is it? It's white.
white.
That's what
She's
it is.
definitely a fox.
She's a fox, there's no doubt.
My hair has been white so long, I can't remember. And that's just the way
what-
it is when you get old. You don't remember anything.
Yeah. That's like I read something a minute
me.
ago. Bud Willis sent something and it said, you know you're old when you can't feel your legs, and that's a good thing. Can't feel all the pain and everything.
Right.
When you finally stretch them out in some position and you can't feel them, that's good.
Absolutely. We were talking about Peggy being a fox, but you know that Tullahoma's been invaded by foxes and
I heard that.
and coyotes.
Coyotes, yeah,
as
coyotes.
well. And I've seen a couple of foxes lately. I haven't seen a coyote, but
Let me tell you what, I live out by Avoca, and right before you go down into Avoca, and there's some little dips there right by the backside of Tullahoma Lake, and there's a den of red foxes that lives out there, and they've lived out there for...
They're cute little guys, though.
Oh, yeah. They're amazing to watch, and they're quick, and they got those little red bushy tails and all of that. And one day I came through there, and somebody had hit a deer, and it was laying on the side of the road, and that was in the morning.
Yeah.
And I went back late that afternoon, and it wasn't there anymore. Those little foxes, I guarantee you, because there's about 10 of them live out there.
Coyotes are the worst. And for years, I thought it was just a pack of dogs howling. And finally, I realized it's coyotes. I hear them every night, into the night.
I don't think we used to have coyotes in this area.
We've taken their habitat.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, we've taken their habitat, and they're coming down and moving into our yards.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is and this is not to scare anybody, but you really need to be careful, number one, with your small pets and your children. And your children
Exactly.
playing alone in the backyard, because I was driving down Cedar Lane not too long ago, and right there where the Greenway comes up to Cedar Lane, right by Ashley's, where Ashley's used to be, there was 2 coyotes came trotting down the Greenway.
Yeah.
And stopped right there at Cedar Lane and looked both ways and went on across the street on out toward the airport. So they're all in town.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
Yeah, and they really
know.
will attack small children. They're not likely to attack adults, but they
But they might, and they could be rabid.
Yeah.
That's what scares me.
Typically, I think if they attack adults, they are rabid. That's what causes them. Bobcats are the same way. I guess bobcats have been around this area forever. But
you won't see a cat
Makes
like
me
that
wonder,
much in
should
town.
we be vaccinated for rabies just like animals? Maybe so.
I'm not going through
not
that
gonna get
unless I have to. I mean, that used to be, 21 shots in the stomach?
Yeah, I don't know if it still is or not.
Well,
but,
we give our animals rabies shots
Yeah.
every year, and is it going to get that bad? And it might. It might.
Well,
rabies.
it's a big deal, and I guess as John said, it's absolutely something you need to be aware of. But, but it's pretty rare.
That little old dog like Pam has?
Yeah.
That's about as big as
and he'll be history.
It's about that big. Wow, that's just one good mouthful.
One good mouthful.
Well, not only that, but dogs that size are susceptible to hawks as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, they tell you, this is one of those thoroughbred, purebred dogs, whatever it is. And
I know.
I tell you,
they're precious little things.
Puka Chica Paka Poo.
I tell you before you get one, the kennel won't sell you one if you live in a mountainous region or
because they know they'll get picked off
because of hawks and stuff like that. And then they tell you that if you take them outside, even around here, that you need to keep them on a leash and keep them within about 10 or 12 feet of you.
Well, and if you got a cat that gets
first thing
sick,
you know, they'll be gone.
They hover around a sick cat.
Yeah.
Because they can tell that they're close to the end.
Speaking about little animals, I was over at the Revival Church, or Restoration Church, Saturday, and they had a big back-to-school bash where they were giving away paper and pens and pencils and little backpacks, and they were feeding everybody, and had the National Guard was over there with the climbing wall, and they had a big slide, and they had a petting a petting
Oh, a zoo. Sweet.
and there were two little pigs down there, and the guy who brought those pigs, he said, "You've heard of popcorn shrimp?" He said, "Those are popcorn pigs."
Popcorn pigs. And he had goats, I'll bet.
Goats, and
Sheep,
he
maybe?
had a little bitty miniature calf. And there was some name for it. It was a pretty little thing, but it was a little bitty calf.
I wonder, is that a midget calf, or do they breed them down?
No,
like that?
there was some specific. Well, a Sakapaka Pick Stew, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he had some kind of name that
they've been breeded down
They've
like
been
that.
breeded down like a Shetland pony.
I like the way John. I like the way John is improvising on the names this morning.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my good friend Tommy Shelton, and you folks know that Tommy Shelton played in bands, still does.
Yeah, still
Oh,
does.
yeah.
For years, and I used to run sound for him. And Tommy, though he'd done it for years, was horrible about forgetting the words to the song. But he was pretty good
At
just
improvising.
making something up. He couldn't remember what it was.
I've done a bit of that.
Oh, we all
Have
have.
you? Yeah.
Sometimes the words are even better.
Yeah.
I know. You rewrite
That's
somebody's
right.
song.
That's right.
Speaking about rewriting songs and singing and all that, we're going to have a lot of entertainment on the show today. We have a
Great.
young lady out here in the audience that's going to be up in a minute to entertain us. And Country Show is
Country
a week
Show
from this weekend.
It's on. I
It's
gotta tell
on,
you.
huh?
It is on.
And we'll probably have a couple of clips from last year's show to give you a little sample of what's going to be happening there. And I've got a specific clip that I'm going to play at the end of the show to close the show with. And it's a man that came to a really good writer, and he came to our table talk at church a couple weeks ago, and did a song, and it was about the cross, and he said the cross is our family tree is the name of the song. Really cleverly done by him, and I'm going to end the show with that today and dedicate it to my father-in-law, Bob Couch, who's not feeling real good right now, and we love him and care for him very much, very dearly, and that family has been so well respected and represented in this community that he just everybody needs to pray, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So
We all love Bob.
oh yeah,
No doubt about it.
And John Rydell's going to be on. You know, John used to be the executive director of Keep Coffee County Beautiful, and he's changed jobs. He's now the executive director. He took a break for a while. He's now the executive director of the Hands-On Science Center.
Oh,
And John is a really, really good guy and a really outgoing guy. He's the one that was responsible for all of that planning, getting all that planning
Getting
put
everything.
together at South Jackson.
Which is nice.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah,
and
that was
worked,
wonderful
They got
after
grants for that, and worked with Lowe's and the city to make all of that
beautify
the lawn at
It's
South
really
Jackson.
nice.
So he's a go-getter type of guy, and he's at the Science Center now as the executive director, and they're having a birthday party next week, and he's going to come by and give us a little update on the Science Center. And a couple
Which is
things
a
like
great
that.
facility. and we're
Oh, it's a
fortunate to
wonderful
have that
facility.
here
We're
in
fortunate in
Tullahoma.
Tullahoma that we have a fine arts center, we have a performing arts center, and we have a science center.
Science Center.
That's
And
awesome.
Where else can you race a cheetah?
I know.
I mean-
Have you ever raced a cheetah?
Let me tell you
No,
what.
but the guy that plays tailback for the Titans did.
How'd that turn out for
Well,
you?
they're not telling us.
Oh.
Chris Johnson, that's his
Yeah.
name. They're not telling us how that turned out. It's for some ESPN show.
Yeah.
And I've read a couple of clips about it, but
And he raced a
they're
cheetah.
not. He did race a cheetah, and but they're not telling you how it came out until sometime in November.
He probably did pretty good for about the first 20 yards.
Yeah, he is.
You think?
Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson, in case you don't know, is probably the fast. I think he is the fastest back in
the NFL.
In the NFL, but I still suspect that he's no match for a cheetah.
Probably not.
Probably about the first
Yeah,
15, 20 yards.
yeah.
But I mean, a cheetah runs what, 96 miles an hour?
I don't.
Something
I
like
don't
that.
wanna
Well, it
race a
is.
cheetah,
Yes, they
no.
run 90. They
They
top out
fly,
at
yeah.
96
Yeah.
miles an hour.
Isn't that amazing?
I don't think Chris. I guess Usain Bolt. Those guys run the 100-yard dash. They might get to what, 21, 22, something like that. Fastest man in the world gets 22 miles
But
an hour.
that-
Cheetah runs 90, 96. 20 yards, your
odds are better
your dinner.
Your odds are better if you dig a hole and jump in. I wanted to tell you that I went to see Grease this past weekend, and that the Community Playhouse is doing, and it was a wonderful production. It's on again this weekend. Don't miss it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee.
Yeah.
And those young people, Carrington Long and Mr. Corwin, did such a great
Corwin Davis,
job.
yeah.
Did a great job putting that together.
Corwin, of course, is a graduate of the
He's amazing.
P-Head Productions
News team.
Yeah.
news team. That's right.
And Tullahoma High School.
Yeah.
And
He's
he's
a
going to
phenomenal
Belmont.
musician, because the musicianship in these kids in the show was just great.
Well, and it tickles me to see some of the reins turned over
Yeah.
to some of these young people
I mean,
who
they
are
picked
full
them up
of
and
energy
did a great
and
job.
know how to direct and know how to make this thing come across spectacular.
And I have to tell you, it was full
Proud of
house,
them.
and there'll probably be a full house this weekend, so go early. Call
Proud-
early and get your tickets.
Proud of the young people for doing it, and proud of the older people for turning loose of the reins and letting them do it.
Exactly.
That's
That's
right.
right.
By the way, you
Are you
covered
trying to tell
something.
me something?
No,
You covered something yesterday. I don't know if we got on the show today or not, but Tullahoma High. No, it was in East Lincoln.
no, Tullahoma High School. Tullahoma High School, Stan McNabb
Right.
gives a car every year.
Use of a car. Right.
For a year to the teacher of one of the teachers of the
nice.
year. Mm-hmm. And what they do, and I don't have that name in my mind right now. I bet you do, don't you?
Maybe. Alicia Ashby from East Lincoln.
Yeah.
And
So what it is there's like 13 of them or 10 of them. Each school has one, and the high school has 3.
And Stan McNabb does that.
And so they
wonderful
take
thing.
those, and those are the teachers nominated by the teachers for Teacher of the Year. One from each school, and the high school has 3. So that's 2 junior highs and 3. That's 5, and 3 is 8. There's 8 of them.
Right.
8 of them, and they have a reverse draw.
How does that work?
Well, all 8 names go in a hat, and they draw the first name out. You're a loser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the last
Oh,
one-
Last
yeah.
one
one
in.
in.
Last one
Last
in is
man
the winner.
standing
Gets the use of that vehicle.
That's a wonderful
Which is
thing
a
to do.
nice vehicle, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
It
very
was a
nice
beautiful GMC
SUV. I think.
SUV with the gold lettering, and I can't think of the name. It was Turpentine or something like that. Some snarky sounding name.
Stan,
they
if
put on
we got that
cars,
terribly wrong, we apologize.
But the McNabb family was there, and this little girl, when she won that thing, she absolutely jumped up and down. She was that high off the floor.
Great.
She was tickled to death.
That's a really nice thing to do.
Oh, it is. And they were very pointedly said that. Of course, Stan's mother taught for 40 years.
And I
Said
think his
that
wife did as well, didn't she?
Yeah, Jamie worked in the school
Yeah.
system for quite some time, but very pointedly said that this was something they do because they don't think teachers are appreciated
Often
as much
they're-
as they should
they're
be,
not,
and this is just something that the Stan McNabb dealership wanted to
Yeah.
do.
So thank you, Stan.
Yeah, and boys, and Dolly,
That's
and
right.
Jamie.
That's right.
And right now, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back in a minute with the rest of this show. Don't you go away. We're going to have a whole lot of fun, and you can be part of it. Just stick around.
Hello, everyone. I'm Renee Keene, and I'm running for alderman. I want to serve the citizens of Tullahoma while promoting quality education, economic growth, and while staying engaged in our community's needs. I want to be your voice of reason for the next 3 years. I'm Renee Keene, and I would appreciate your vote on August the 1st. Thank you.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
When When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at The Main Event today.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Click the links.
Oh, sweet Lisa, you're so fine, like a very fine wine. Girl, I need you in my life. Will you be my wife?
Charter Internet has more bandwidth to support all your devices. Experience the power of Charter on the nation's fastest internet.
All right, folks, we're back. And this past weekend, Tullahoma held its fall spruce up, pick up, clean up, and it's where folks go around town and plant some flowers and pick up. Picking up trash is a big thing in this town. We want to keep our town as clean as we can, and so twice a year we have a Saturday when people go out and accomplish that. I went out and visited with some of them. All right, here's a group working downtown on the cleanup day in Tullahoma, fall cleanup, and they're making sure these flower pots downtown are looking new and fresh. And good morning, ladies.
Morning.
How are y'all doing? Are you with a certain group?
Yes, American Heritage Girls.
American Heritage Girls, faith, service, and fun. That's great. That's great. Well, we appreciate what you're doing this morning.
Well, thank you. We like to do this, don't we, girls? Yes. Yeah.
Playing in the dirt.
Yeah, that's right.
That's always fun, isn't it? Making Tullahoma look pretty.
Thank you.
Now, this is one of the pots that was done in the spring, and you know, some of them make it through the summer pretty well, some don't. So what these girls are doing is going around town and to these city-provided planters and freshening them up with some new flowers that will look pretty for the fall. And there's a job well done. About how many of these pots are there that y'all are going to fix today?
There's 20, and then there's 2 groups of us.
And those are city provided
Yes.
containers, and then
And the city provides this. We just offer our service to plant it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Here's another group working downtown. And what's this group?
We're just the same with the American Heritage. We're just together.
Y'all have different T-shirts, so you have Duck River Cleanup Volunteer
Day. Oh, this is because I worked
Day.
in the volunteers for the Duck River.
Did you?
Yes,
okay. Well, we appreciate what you girls are doing, making these planters look good.
Well, thank you very much. We're doing the planter, and then we're doing our Adopt-A-Mile. We already have some people on the mile.
Where's your mile?
From Grundy down to OG.
Okay.
We do it every quarter.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Cleaning up Tullahoma.
You guys already done?
Yep.
And here's some young people picking up trash. And this is where this same group has adopted a mile from Grundy down to OG Street. And they're going down the sides of the road, picking up garbage and leaving them in bags that will be picked up later, and we'll get a volume count for the city. And that's young people right there investing themselves in their hometown, Tullahoma, on the Fall Cleanup Tullahoma campaign.
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop Sacker Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and the end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, spring promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors, and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Wheatley, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
If you like HDTV, you're going to like what Charter's been up to. Adding so much free HD that Charter TV is a whole new experience. National Geographic HD, Animal Planet HD, Discovery HD, Sports in HD, movies, news, kids programming. Plus, Charter now has thousands of free movies and shows in HD on demand anytime. You want to see more TV in HD? Try Charter. It's smarter.
Welcome back to Living. You're going to be so glad you hung around for this segment because I have the great pleasure of introducing to you Miss Asia Anastasia Morgan.
Yes,
Got it right, didn't I? Asia is a singer, a songwriter, and she comes to us from Georgia. And when did you start singing?
When I was 3 years old.
Do you remember your first song?
Tomorrow by Annie.
Cute. Did you go see the play or you just happened to hear the song?
I happened to hear it on TV. My brothers and sisters and I.
And you all started singing, and you've been singing ever since, obviously. And you started playing the guitar at 12, and you're 19 years old.
Yes.
So, and I know you're from Georgia, and that means a lot to me. I'd like to hear from you what made you want to write music.
Well, ever since I was little, I was always intrigued by writing. Even though I didn't really know how to write, I'd write cursive scribbles.
You just scribble, and you knew what you were saying, right?
And when I was 9 or 8, that was the first time I ever wrote a song, and it was called Shadows Are Fading.
What a sweet title.
Yeah. And ever since then, I've...
Do you still do that song?
I actually turned it into a song when I was 17.
Yeah?
And produced it.
And is it on your CD that's coming out?
Yes, it is. In
Are you going to play that today?
No, not today.
No, okay. Now you've got me curious. I'm going to be dying to hear that song. I know you're prepared to play a song for us, and I think you've been up to the Smokehouse playing in Monteagle. And when did you do that?
It was about a week or two ago.
Yeah, and do you plan on coming back? Good. I hear that the music is good up there.
Yes,
I think the food is good, and hopefully one of these days I'll get up there to see you. Let's go ahead and do your song. Okay. What is the song?
It's called She's So Demure.
She's So
Demure.
Demure.
Sleepless eyes, open door, restless I'm shaking inside. Want you to hold me, mold me, tell me you gon' do me right. Been waiting all night, and I'm shaking inside. Want you to tell me you can't resist my sleepless eyes, open door, restless night, but she's so demure, filled with desire and wanting more, ready for fire, but she's so demure, she's so demure, she's so demure, but she's so demure. Move yourself in a little closer, I wanna see what you have to offer. I need to know before I believe, yeah, yeah. A glimpse of light from a fantasy, you and me rocking to the beat, bringing out different side of me. I've been waiting all night, and I'm shaking inside. Want you to hold me, mold me, tell me you gon' do me right. Been waiting all night, and I'm shaking inside. Want you to tell me you can't resist my sleepless eyes, open door, restless night, but she's so demure, filled with desire, wanting more, ready for fire, but she's so demure, she's so demure, she's so demure, she's so demure. Oh, oh, no, 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 oh, she's so demure.
Who has influenced you most in your singing? Is there a certain artist that you've listened to a lot?
Not really, I just go off of the universe, I guess.
It just a universal.
comes, yeah.
Okay, well that works, and I like this Latin beat you have, and that song you wrote recently.
I wrote it at the beginning of the year.
And it goes on your new CD that's coming out. When is that coming out?
September.
And the name of the CD is, so we can all watch for it?
What is a Woman?
What is a Woman? Let's put your website on the, it's AsiaAnastasia.com.
Yes.
Did you guys get that? It'd be nice to put that up, because I think there are a lot of people are going to be interested and want to see what all will they find on your website?
My bio, music, videos, pictures.
Where you're going to perform?
Where I'm going to perform.
And how to get in touch with you in case someone wants to hire you or have you come and perform. So do you perform every day of the week or off and on?
I perform every weekend as much as possible.
And so are you in school now?
Currently, no. I'm graduated from high school.
Okay. So you're just pursuing your music and giving it full time. Do you write at a certain time of day? Do you find that there's a better time to write than others?
I'm a late owl. I'm a night owl.
So you do it late at night. Some people, get up really early. That's when they get their inspiration. But yours comes later in the night.
Yes.
So what is it that attracts you to, say, a certain topic for a song?
Well, a lot of the times it's just random. Something will pop into my head, and I'll go and write a beat to it, music. And then other times I have something I want to write about, something that's happened.
And you want to take the story and put it together. And what's your latest song that you've written?
It's actually What is a Woman?
Okay.
The title chart.
And that's the title chart. Do you think we have time to hear that? Or maybe part of it?
Part of it.
Do you feel like doing that?
I can do it.
And this is the title on your new CD coming out this fall. And then go to your website and get all the information. And if someone wants to buy it, that's where they go. All right, take it away.
All right.
What is a woman?
I say I got it going on. I say that I'm so strong. I mirror what they do when deep inside I'm so secretly naive, but play too keen. I like to say that I know what I'm doing. The truth is I guess around and play off my instincts. They say it's not grown to think, or do I say those things? Then tell me, what is a woman? What is a woman? What is a woman? Do I always have to feel good? Do I always have to act right? Can I never let a man give me what I like? And is there more to me than meets the eye? Or am I just another pretty wife? Do I have to get it on my own to qualify to being a woman? But tell me, what is a woman? What is a woman? What is a woman? What is a woman?
Snippet from it. I like it. Good job. How many songs you were going to have on your CD?
6.
6 songs. Well, Miss Asia Anastasia, are you going to be called Asia Anastasia, period, or are you going to add the last name?
Asia Anastasia.
I think that has a ring to it.
Yeah.
It made me stop and think, where's she from? I think your work is beautiful. Any last words you'd like to say to the audience?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
And buy my CD, which will be on the website, AsiaAnastasia.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
I'll
me.
be looking for you in the news and in the pop books and everywhere else. We'll be back with more of Living.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and fine sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
The Charter Triple Play lets you experience TV, internet, and phone the way you want with no contracts. Hooked on HD? Now over 100 HD channels available. Movie lover? Get 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. 1,500 in HD, including movies in 3D. Missing your favorite shows? Record and watch TV with DVR service for 4 rooms and over 780 hours of storage space. Get Charter TV for $29.99 a month. Photo Fiend, Music Fan, Video Streamer? Switch to super fast Charter Internet and do it all with the bandwidth to support all your devices. At 30 megabits per second, Charter Internet is 10 times faster than the phone company's DSL. Get Charter Internet for $29.99 a month. Want more talk for less? Charter Phone has unlimited long-distance calling with no added fees like the phone company charges. Get Charter Phone for $29.99 a month. The new Charter Triple Play. TV, internet, and phone for just $29.99 a month each when bundled. Call 855-81-T-PLAY now.
You know, folks, we have a lot of people involved, very involved in our town here, and one of them is Bridget over at Goody Two Scoops. And Goody Two Scoops is the yogurt shop and bakery here in Tullahoma, and they stay involved. This past Thursday, I went over there, and they had blood assurance was over there, and for every pint of blood somebody gave, Goody Two Scoops was giving away a pint of yogurt to them. And also on the inside at that same time, the Imagination Library was having a fundraiser where they had local people coming in like Mayor Curlee and reading books to young children, and all of the, I think there was a percentage of all of the business done during that time went to Imagination Library. So it's really a fun place to be, and here's a little bit of video of what was taking place over there last week. At Goody Two Scoops today, for every pint of blood that's given to blood assurance to the blood drive, Goody Two Scoops is given a pint of frozen yogurt. And it looks like there's a good crowd in here today. Look at here. Look at here. What are you girls up to?
We're raising money for the Imagination Library.
Is the mayor going to come read a book?
He's supposed to at 4:30.
Well, it's good to see all of you here. What a great...
We had a big crowd earlier.
Had a big crowd earlier?
Yeah.
All right.
We've been doing those things a long time, like 8 years. Hi, John.
And this is... Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Look at that. Look at that hat. Isn't that something special right there? Raising money for good causes here at Goody Two Scoops. There's Miss Goody Two Scoops right there. Bridget, you have all kinds of stuff going on here today, don't you?
It's a very exciting day.
Imagination Library.
And the blood drive.
Pint for a pint.
Pint for a pint.
All right, and I think the mayor's going to be here shortly and read a book.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good things at Goody Two Scoops.
Thank you so much.
There's a dance team coming in back here. I mean, Goody Two Scoops is popping today. All these young people, they're back here getting that yogurt. They're excited. Look at them. Look at them lining up. Look at those pretty little girls. Huh? And there's Mayor Curlee. He's going to read a book to some of the younger children here. And this is a fundraiser at Goody Two Scoops for Imagination Library.
Looks like a fun little book. All right, here we go. Little Al was having a wonderful time. Can you tell where the owl is? Right here? That's being an owl. He watched the funny possum family waddle along the neat road. Hedgehog sniffed around the mushroom patch. There's a hedgehog and there's mushrooms. Uh-oh, look what's coming next. Skunk was eating berries because he could find no snails. Have you ever eaten a snail before? No, me neither.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
family's favorite shows shouldn't have to fight to be seen. With Charter, you get 4 DVRs, so now every family member can watch what they want, when they want, where they want, without any battles. Call now to get DVR service for your home.
All right, folks, we're back, and Tullahoma is blessed to have several regional things. We have a regional arts center. We have South Jackson Civic Center, which does plays and brings in all kinds of music and fun. And we also have the Science Center, which is a regional reaching type of facility. And we have the new executive director with us here today, Mr. Scott Rydell. And, Scott has been on the show before when you were with Keep Coffee County Beautiful.
Yes.
And you took a little break and even got into, I think, maybe education?
Adult ed.
Mm-hmm. And now, how did they set the hook? Because Scott's one of those people, folks, if you don't know him, he's one of those guys that makes things happen. He's a hard-working, get-the-job-done kind of individual. And if I had a facility and I was looking for somebody to run it, Scott's the kind of guy I'd want to run it. So what was the bait? What was the bait that got you in there?
Well, I appreciate the kind words, but the Hands-On Science Center, when the position came available, I was interested in it. Deep down inside, I'm still a kid at heart, and they have so many fun and interactive exhibits down there. Every day I walk in there and I catch myself playing and learning. And I enjoyed the enthusiasm. I enjoyed the commitment from staff, volunteers, and everybody associated with the Hands-On Science Center. That I just really wanted to be part of that group.
Yeah. Well, we're very fortunate around here that we have, because of Arnold Center and the Space Institute, we have a lot of scientific type individuals here. So when you're needing help and when you're having kids come through and you want something to happen, there's a wealth of knowledge that you can draw from, and you've got some guy down there freezing balloons, and rocket ships are going up in the air, and all kinds of great stuff, and it makes it more exciting for the people who come through there. Give us a short explanation about how the facility functions, as far as, like, if you have a group of kids or one kid, or can you, I know there's membership.
Yes. First of all, I want to start out with a Hands-On Science Center is a 501c3 nonprofit. We don't get any state or federal funding for our operating expenses. Almost everything's done through memberships, birthday parties, admissions, donations, and so forth. We have over 100 interactive exhibits down there. If you're a member, membership costs $55 for a family membership. You can come down there anytime with you and your family, no charge. If you're not a member, it costs $5 per person, basically, per child and per parent. Changes a little bit for seniors and very young children. But if you want to have a large group come down there, you just call ahead, and usually we try to work things out and things like that. But I mean, honestly, when the kids come in there, it's just they do not want to leave. And that place is so much fun. Oh, it's and I kind of, my term is I call it edutainment. They're learning and having fun at the same time, and they're just having a blast. I mean, to see them like during camps.
There's a bear down there.
Oh yeah, that's the Tullahoma bear.
That bear walked through my mother and father-in-law Bob and Dot Couch's backyard.
Yeah, it's like I said, I've been doing it for about 8 weeks now. And there's not a day that goes by when I don't see something new, and I walk that place constantly. There's so many new and neat things in there, and it's just, it's a great place to come. We actually serve 11 counties. A lot of people don't realize that. And like I said, I've had people come from all other states when they're visiting, and they'll Google the area for museums and things like that, and they find us. And so it's a great place to come, bring your children or grandchildren, and come down there and spend the day.
There's bears, there's cheetahs. There's dinosaurs.
Oh, there's everything.
There's machinery.
Oh, there's the Whisper dishes, which is it's one of my favorite things down there. It's the lowest tech, probably the oldest thing down there. But you can talk into one end, just barely talk, and you can hear it on the other side of the room. It's almost creepy sounding, but it's the neatest thing. We have race the animals.
Like the old tin can deal we used to do when we were kids.
Yeah, exactly. But there's what else? We got Race the Animals. Of course, that's a very popular one. There's a lot of other interactive displays, a lot of building blocks, a lot of things that hopefully develop and maybe just spark the imagination for some of these children for math and science. Yep, edutainment. That's my new word.
I like that. That's great.
Yeah, that's my new.
What kind of things do y'all have coming up? I know you've got a birthday party coming up pretty soon.
Yes, our 18th birthday celebration is coming up on August 31st. From 11 to 4, it'll be open to the public free of charge. So anybody who wants to come down there, you get to go look at the Science Center. It won't cost a dime. We'll also have some other things down there, refreshments, drinks. We may even have the bounce house. We're trying to give a few other things to make it.
Probably have a donation jar.
Well, there's always that down there on the counter. We always need those. But that's, we're basically celebrating. It's 18 years. Actually, it's a little older than that, but I guess when it was officially a museum, it was 18 years ago. So, like I said, we want everybody to see what's down there. No charge. Just come in there, and maybe you may want to become a member, or maybe you may want to bring your children by more often. We also have our Science of Wine fundraiser coming up in October.
The Science of Wine.
Yes, we talk about the whole process of making wine. We've got several exhibits and presentations going on during that. That's our biggest fundraiser.
Right.
That we have tickets. We hope maybe have a raffle.
And what does that entail? What's the ticket? What's the ticket worth?
$35.
And what do you get for $35?
$35, you'll see several. You'll get several presentations. Some people are going to talk about the pairing of wine with cheese, with foods. I'm sorry. And they're going to talk about the process of fermentation. There's also going to be a big silent auction. It's going to be like very similar to many of the fundraisers around here.
Will there be any wine tasting?
Yes, wine. There will be some wine tasting.
Wine tasting.
So it's 21 and over.
Okay.
But it's wine tasting, and you'll be able to try
and hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, plenty of food.
Fun and edutainment.
Yeah, well, like I said, we had it. I saw it on. It said it's part wine tasting, part fundraiser, and just a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said, I will have to admit, this is a great bunch of individuals, a bunch of very dedicated staff, volunteers that love doing what they do. And I have to admit, the support from the community is just unreal from organizations, and they really help us do what we do.
So for you, who were involved in nonprofit work and then went into education work, this is a perfect blend of both of those things for you.
Oh yeah, that, and then you throw about 7 years of management experience in there too, and like I said, it seemed like it's been a natural. They've all welded together. I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
we're not all fortunate enough in our lives to have where we make our living, where also it makes you happy.
Oh yeah,
There are a lot of people go to work every day just because they have to go to work, and you're one of those guys at this place shows up because you're getting ready to have some fun.
Oh, now sometimes I get in that back room and I start discovering some of the old exhibits and I found a dismantled robot in the back room. Oh, I'm just waiting to put that back together.
That'll be great.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to put that back together. And
this guy designed and built his own house, so he's ready to go with that. Yeah. Well, Scott, congratulations. Good luck to you. And anything we can do to help, let us know.
I appreciate it so much.
Birthday party, the end of the month.
August 31st.
August 31st, and then look for the Science of Wine fundraiser a little bit later on, but I'm sure we'll have you back to talk about that.
I will be. Okay. I will be.
Folks, we'll be back in just a moment after this message.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more.
Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Hi, this is Peter, and I work for the American Red Cross. During events like this, people are always asking how they can help. For just an hour of your time and a little stick in the arm, you too can help save a life. There's always a constant need for blood. Make an appointment with the American Red Cross and donate some blood. Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or go online to redcrossblood.org. Thank you.
The Charter Triple Play lets you experience TV, internet, and phone the way you want with no contracts. Hooked on HD? Now over 100 HD channels available. Movie lover? Get 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. 1,500 in HD, including movies in 3D. Missing your favorite shows? Record and watch TV with DVR service for 4 rooms and over 780 hours of storage space. Get Charter TV for $29.99 a month. Photo fiend, music fan, video streamer? Switch to super fast Charter Internet and do it all with the bandwidth to support all your devices. At 30 megabits per second, Charter Internet is 10 times faster than the phone company's DSL. Get Charter Internet for $29.99 a month. Want more talk for less? Charter Phone has unlimited long-distance calling with no added fees like the phone company charges. Get Charter Phone for $29.99 a month. The new Charter Triple Play. TV, internet, and phone for just $29.99 a month each when bundled. Call 855-81-T-PLAY now.
And Tullahoma Fire Department's here. And the crowd has come, and this is the Revival Center Family Church having a back-to-school day, free for the children of Tullahoma. All right, there's all kinds of things happening here. As you can see, the parking lot is full, the yard's full, there's people having a great time. Oh, look at this. This has water. It's a water slide. All right. And they're standing in line to get in there. And there's the National Guard climbing wall. And standing in line to do that. Yeah, there are people all around the church. They're playing on the playground. Here's a food stand down here with people lined up to get hot dogs. Big day. All right, I'm at the Revival Center Family Church, and I'm talking to Miss Deborah Trice. And Deborah, what's going on today?
Today we're having our annual Back to School Health and Wellness Bash. This is a bash that we put on every year to give out school supplies, have fun time, just closing out the year with our summer and helping the children to go back, have supplies to go back to school.
Okay, and Deborah, who are some of the people that help you with this? Where do the supplies come from?
Well, we have several sponsors that come out and help us. Today we have a Mayor Group out of Nashville. We have Tender Care, which is also one of our local insurance groups within the Tennessee area. We also have our National Guard that's here with our rock climbing wall. We have our petting zoo this year. Our petting zoo, we bring it in because the children, they love the animals. We also have our United Regional Center, Health Center, that's out of Manchester, that's come in. So we have several people that come out and just help us every year, because this is something, like I said, it's a community event, it's open to the community, and we just do things to help our community supply the needs of the community.
And I see a big Huff and Puff trailer over there. Is there going to be some music?
Oh, we're going to have lots of music today.
All right.
We are going to have lots of music today. We'll have music from some of our local churches that will be here that will be offering a rendition. We'll also have some music that's coming out of Chattanooga. So we have several people that's going to be here today.
Okay.
We're looking forward to this. Again, this is one of our annual events we do every year. Oh, and another one, we have our Blood Assurance Mobile that will be here today.
All
Our
right.
local Tullahoma Fire Department, they always come because, as you see, we have this big, huge slide,
Very
and
good.
the children love that.
Right.
So they help us a lot in supporting us with the water.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for what you do for this community.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, here's some of the folks getting ready with pencils and pens, and you're packing bags for what group is this? Oh, and what's in the bag? Pencils and pens and markers.
Pencils, pens, markers, notebooks, folders, and colored pencils, crayons.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, girls, for helping. You know, they have everything from markers to colored crayons to folders, books, pencils, pens, and who are you with?
I'm with the health department. I'm the tender care representative.
All right. Thank you for being here today and helping these folks with all that they're doing to help these young people.
Get them back in school.
There you go. And of course, this is one of the favorite things here. It's the place where the children can get to pet some animals and look at chickens and goats and little pigs. Look at those little pigs. Little oinkers right there. Aren't those great?
Popcorn shrimp, that's popcorn pig.
Popcorn pig. Look at that. They even got some turtles out here. Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Who's providing this? This is Party Animals?
Yes.
Party Animals Incorporated. Thank you for helping this group and doing what they do.
Manchester, so we're local.
Good, good. Well, thank you for doing what you're doing.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Look at there. Isn't that a good looking little mule right there? And a little calf? A zebu.
It's a miniature cow.
Oh, isn't that something? Look at those smiles right there. The HS basketball. I mean, they all love the animals. Oh, let me zoom in here. What is that? Tullahoma's finest right there, hard at work.
I thought Red Cross does Katrina. They don't help single moms. What happened to our house last year about your birthday?
It flooded and the water flooded out. Yeah.
The Red Cross arranged the hotel for us. They gave me that break, that leverage to be able to get it together and take care of them, you know? I feel like we've come full circle.
Like that. This is how I'll do it.
There you go.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
A salute to the never wasters, the coupon clippers, switch flippers, one last drop of milk drippers, the thoughtfully thrifty, and the just plain cheap. Charter respects your economic IQ and honors it with a phone service worthy of your ever watchful wallet. Charter Phone, just $19.99 a month for real monthly savings for fabulously frugal folks like you. Switch to Charter Phone and get unlimited local and long distance and 13 calling features with no extra fees like the phone company charges you.
welcome back. I've had the best group of people on this show today, and I'm so honored to have Tennessee's distinguished young woman and the first runner-up. I have Courtney Miller. Hi, Courtney.
Hi, how are you?
And Kayla Vance.
Hi.
And the fact that we have two young ladies from Tullahoma, Tennessee, when I read that in the paper, I just thought, wow. And then we had one, what was it, last year or the year before? Year before. And so that really, you're representing Tullahoma well. Tell me a little bit about the contest.
Well, it's a week-long event. You go on a Sunday and you do rehearsals all the way through till Friday and Saturday. And they are long rehearsals.
Grueling.
Yes.
8:30 until 7:30 every single day.
What are some of the things you did rehearsing?
We had to learn a fitness routine, a self-expression routine.
Fitness was easy for you two, Alba.
Yeah.
You're right on top of that, weren't you?
We had a fitness routine, a self-expression. That's where you answer a question and you'll do a little dance and a dress. And you'll do your talent.
And then opening number and closing.
And opening number and closing number, and you'll have an interview the day before the competition starts.
Well, so it's a big deal.
It's an event.
And it's a big show. It's
Absolutely.
a really polished show, isn't it?
Absolutely.
What was your favorite part? Winning? I know.
Honestly, I think I just enjoyed the fellowship, being with all the girls and meeting all those girls. You would get there early in the morning and you just did not want to be there, but just having all those girls there and we're all in the same experience and boat together, it was awesome.
And to be in competition with so many people at this level.
Yes.
And I think the fact that you both obviously express yourself extremely well. Do you remember what your question was, Kayla?
Our self-expression question? Oh, sorry. My question was, if you would like to leave behind a legacy, what would it be and why?
And what was your answer?
I know it, exactly. And it was, I said, if I was to be remembered, I'd like to be remembered as a strong, independent woman with a strong faith in God, a woman who can leave behind an example for her family to follow, and I know that the way I was raised, I will leave behind a legacy like no other.
And she won self-expression.
Wow. I am not surprised. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
And every young person, every old person needs to hear that. And how about you?
We were in the same group, and
so
I had the same questions, but I do not remember my answer.
You don't remember what
Something
you said?
came out of my mouth. I just don't remember what it was.
Did you find yourself at all rattled?
No, not really. I mean, I was stressed a lot just from just being tired and everything. And when it came time to figure out what I was going to talk about on my self-expression, because they do give us 4 hours, and it just, the stress kind of got to me a little bit, but, I talked to my mom, my sister, and just...
Yeah. It's bound to. It's a lot hanging on you because you're wanting to do well for your town, for your parents, for the region.
Well.
And you obviously did, so nothing to worry about there. Let's talk about some expectations for the coming year.
Well, I will have a year full of events. Her and I will actually be doing some things in Tullahoma, doing the parades and events like with the Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
And then I'll be doing events down in Cleveland, doing some parades, talking to kids in schools, going to ribbon cuttings, and just preparing for my competition.
So your entire year pretty much is laid out for you, and there will be some things that you might have to miss to keep up with all this.
But that's okay.
And,
That's
fine. And talking to children, do you have a certain thing that you'll talk about when you go into the schools?
Being Tennessee's distinguished young woman, you're entitled to have, and every other girl in every other state representing, they have to have a be your best self. And it's basically like something, they're an advocate for something that they're passionate about. And I'm wanting to do hunger awareness, and I figured that, I've already done work. I've done food drives, I've volunteered at places and collected food, and I figured might as well carry that on to being my be your best self.
And do you see that the food needs right here in the United States just as bad as they are in foreign countries?
I don't know, maybe not to that extent.
But there are hungry people.
Yes, there is. There's hungry people everywhere, and
so that's your passion, is to help solve this problem.
Yes.
And do you have some program in mind to head up?
I currently am working with Second Harvest Food Bank, and I just want to continue to carry that on and evolve with it. So.
And how about you, Kayla? If you had a project, what would your project be?
I think it would be something about self-confidence. I hate to see people not confident in themselves to be able to do something, not having the confidence that they can succeed. I hate saying that, and I think that that's something that I would try and help people with.
Who said change your thoughts and you change your life? And I think that goes along with that, because if you think you're confident and you just keep practicing being confident,
right?
You'll
fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. That's good. that's really good. I think self-confidence is something that's needed in the schools
everywhere
everywhere, and I think it will
especially
combat
for young girls.
Yes.
Especially for young girls.
Do you girls find bullying a problem in school?
I think to a certain extent there's bullying and...
Oh, we got to show some pictures.
Oh, hey.
We'll show the pictures and we'll come back to that. You can tell me what's in this. Oh, there you are. Is that the whole crowd?
Yeah, that was our first day. That was as soon as we got there. We had to take a picture.
That was on Sunday.
Yep. None of us knew each other yet, but by the end of the week, we were all really close.
You'd work together a bit.
There's all the judges.
And this is...
Those are the judges and the state directors and board.
How many judges do you have? That many?
Five? I believe it was 5.
Oh, I love that.
That's us and the...
Laura Kate Evans, the Spirit Award winner.
Right.
Okay.
She was really nice.
Y'all look beautiful. Good grief. I mean, you know, I would have picked you right off. So it would have been an easy choice. But I know you had some absolutely great. You had wonderful competition.
Yes,
and I know
did.
that there was a lot of people went away disappointed, but to have the opportunity just to mingle with this group.
And it's not about the winning. Like when Kayla and I were there, we weren't sitting there going, we have to win, we have to win.
It's not, you don't feel the competition at all.
That's good.
Like, seriously, at all. The show, you are so stressed out about it all week, and then you get to the show, you do your opening number,
and you're just like,
yes, you're like, yeah!
What was the opening number?
What was
energy?
It
was
Aretha Franklin's Respect.
Oh, good.
And it was awesome.
It was
what
so much fun.
And you danced to it, you moved to it, you sang it, and
it was
what
fun.
And then you had a closing number, maybe?
Elvis's, what was it? Nothing But a Hound Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yes.
And it was awesome. We had the little red scars when we were doing the poses.
Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it?
It was.
And do you encourage other young people to try for this?
Oh, absolutely.
I know you have to make the choice early on. When did you make the choice to go for this?
My teacher, Miss Brewer, yes, she kind of recruited me during my 10th grade year when I was in her English class.
Same with me. And she does pageants, and I play soccer. I'm down in the dirt all the time. I don't walk around in dresses and heels on stage. That's not me.
You're not used to doing this?
No. And Miss Brewer, I thought it was just your average pageant beauty contest, and Miss Brewer really told me how it's completely different.
And it's not just getting up there and the prettiest girl wins.
Right.
It has to do with intelligence and drive and all those things.
It's an awesome program.
It is. I would recommend it to anybody.
How many in Tullahoma actually tried for this?
16.
Well, that's a pretty good
I think
number.
it's the biggest group we've had
That
since
is a huge number. And you went to you had a competition before.
Locally.
And where was that and when?
Local competition was actually at the high school.
At the high school. And from that, were you
the
only
us
two
the two winners.
chosen?
Yes.
And so obviously they thought that you all were equal talent and would send you on. Well, good grief. I am so impressed not only with what you've done, but what's inside your heart and what it is that you represent to our nation's youth, our adults. Everybody needs to hear what you have to say. I'm very touched, and I know that your parents and this community is so proud of you. Any last words? Any last words you want to say?
Just thank you to our local directors.
Thanks so much.
I mean, they really made the experience and helped us get there. And I don't think Kayla and I would be where we're at if we didn't have them.
No.
So.
And I would definitely recommend that you all go out and do the program. It's such a good thing. It will change you
Well, you know
forever.
what? We're going to be watching for Courtney Miller and Kayla Vance to make it in the big time. So, and you already have, actually. Thank you for coming. And
yes, thank
good
you.
luck in the future.
Thanks.
We'll be back.
It's time to celebrate. You don't have to drive to the city for your party supplies anymore. The Celebrate Party Store has opened at 1802 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma to service all your party needs. Over 300 varieties of balloons, party favors, gift wrap, boxes, bags, bows, plates, napkins, tablecloths, and cups of all colors. Catering supplies from utensils to serving dishes, Wilton cake decorating supplies, and chocolate melts. Wedding, baby shower, bachelorette party, and themed birthday party supplies from any sport to Hollywood. From a luau to Hello Kitty, Celebrate has it all. Hats, masks, patriotic decorations, piñatas, confetti cannons, and full-size celebrity cutouts, and a whole wall of greeting cards at 50% off. Celebrate is home-owned and operated by John and Karen Orr, who invite you to come in and see what they have. You won't believe your eyes because they have it all. Start your celebration at Celebrate, 1802 Suite 820, North Jackson Street, Tullahoma, 931-455-5550.
Charter Internet has the bandwidth to support more devices than anyone else in the market. So everyone can do their own thing, whether it's watching puppy videos or creating an all-powerful command center to mastermind the complete domination of the world, the universe, and... ooh, ice cream!
Get 30 megabits per second for only $30 and let it all in.
Tullahoma Wildcats getting ready to play football. Practice time. Look at that one right there. Look at that one right there. Here they come. Here they come. I'm with Coach John Olive in his office down here. I guess you can call it the Wildcat Den. And we're here to talk about Tullahoma football and the season coming ahead and just exactly how Coach feels about what's going on. How are things looking, Coach?
Oh, it's been a good first week of practice. It's nice when teams are motivated themselves to practice instead of coaches having to push them all the time. You got to push them sometimes, but it gets old if you have to push them all the time.
Well, I know I was talking to Coach Torres recently, and he was real impressed and up on his line that he's got this year, and said it might be as good as anyone he's ever had.
Well, they've done well. They've worked hard. They've worked hard ever since January as a group, and they went down to UTC and competed earlier this month. Ended up winning that event down there, competing against teams out of Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, and Alabama. And so don't know what all they get to do down there at those type things, but we did well. We represented Tullahoma well, and they should be the strength of our team if we stay healthy up there. We've probably got a little bit more depth up there than we've had in the past. As he feels like he has around 8 young men that are able to compete in the offensive line, and we really think defensive line wise that'll be the strength of the defense as well as be our defensive front four.
Have a lot of size there as well as quickness?
We do have a lot of size and enough quickness. They're not super quick, but they're super quick for their size. Mm-hmm. They're not probably as strong and as physical as the 2010 crew, but they're probably a little quicker overall than the 2010 crew.
Mm-hmm. What about your backfields, your skill people? How you feeling about them?
Real thin as far as numbers go. There's a big difference between first teamers and second teamers right now, and that's been a big emphasis for us here during the month of July, is to try to bring on 5 or 6 that will be able to help us, that we got to get them up to the next level. Might not be able to start for us, but when we play them, there can't be as big a fall off as there was at the first of the month. And John Stovall at running back has looked really good. The wide receivers, 2 of them started last year, Cole Potter and Riley Darden, and Riley's had an outstanding July so far, and Then Chris Potts would have played a lot last year if he'd have stayed healthy. So after we get past those guys, though, that's what we're searching for now. And Jake Crabtree has worked both at quarterback, and if we had to go right now to 4 wide receivers, he'd be the 4th wide receiver. He actually did really well last Saturday in a 7-on-7 as a wide receiver, and so he may be an answer to us when we're in that situation. Andrew Wagner's transferred here, and Jordan Welker, who used to be here but moved to Mississippi, and they've now moved back. So he may be able to help us as well. And those are the skill players that that seem to be already, they're there, and there's a handful of others that we just need them to come on both sides, either offensively or defensively, to be able to make some plays for us. And because they're going to play, we just need them to play well when they play. We need to get them up to the level that they got to be at to compete at in order for us to have a chance.
Now you have a couple of 2 or maybe 3 young men that played linebacker that are back this year that they've got a lot of playing time last year and did a really good job. So what else is going on in that area?
Again, depth is another thing that we're trying to build right there. And you got Aaron Gray, you got Mike Lett. Both those 2 guys have played a lot of football. Cody Michaels, leading tackler, coming back from last year. The big thing that we have to have out of those guys, though, and we've talked to Willem about it all the way back in the springtime, they got to get faster. They got to be able to close on a ball faster. Instead of making the tackle for a 4 or 5 yard gain, you got to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage for 0 or 1 yard gain. And so that's still the big thing when we play against. I think we have Independence will be coming in here for Fan Feast on the 16th. And they got 2 kids that are committed to the University of Tennessee on that team, a quarterback and a running back. So we'll find out whether how quick we are and how fast we are as far as being able to tackle somebody and against somebody that has a lot of great speed. And those 2 young men will come in here with a lot of great speed.
And then on into your defensive backfield, are you going to probably have to play a lot of people 2 ways this time?
Yeah, we'll end up playing a lot of people 2 ways. We just don't have much choice on it, and that's the reason I'm saying that these second teamers that we have, we've got to be able to get them to where we're able to compete, because those guys are going to end up playing a lot of football, and so that's a big emphasis of ours here in the preseason.
Well, Coach, I've never been much of a basketball guy, but I watched a little basketball during the off season, and it's the team with the best bench and what the bench does when they come in a lot of those games that makes the difference. It's when your first string people are resting, what are the other guys doing for you while they're out there? And I guess that's pretty much what you're talking about.
Right, and between that and you don't have an injury here or there, that you just got to have some depth. To make a run, you got to have some depth. And we've been blessed for the last several years. We had a pretty good number of skill players, very few linemen. Now we've got more linemen, but we're a little shy on skill players. But the potential is there for us to be able to get what we need. And we need to be 2 deep across the board at the skill positions, because Chris Potts will play both ways. Cole Potter will probably play both ways. Riley Darden will. John Stovall will. We need those guys to, you got to rest them at some point in time.
Right. Well, Coach, appreciate your time. I know you've got a practice getting ready to start. As always, best of luck to the Tullahoma Wildcats in this endeavor, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the television on Saturday mornings.
Look forward to being there.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Salam.
Jam.
Salam. Ewa.
Apa?
Mia. Shanti.
We all want the same thing.
Peace.
And Rotary clubs are making it happen. Through international scholarships for young people to promote peace and understanding around the world. Rotary. Humanity in motion.
Welcome back. I think if I'm good at anything, it's recognizing talent. And since we had Asia Anastasia here today, we're going to let her sing one more song because we loved her music so much. This is another original.
Not sure if I want to. I got the heat to this fire. Looking at me, you've been waiting all night to tell me to come get it. Not sure if I'm with it, but you got the means, so come on now, see if we're zone out. Say what you want and then you go get it. Look into my eyes, it's like you done did it. Baby, who am I to say you won't win it? Tell me to come closer. Not sure if I want to. I got the heat to this fire. Looking at me, been waiting all night to pull me in, trying to make my night. Homie, let's say you do me right. You like my look and you like my hair, enough to make him stop and say. You like it when she rock this body, like it when she move it your way. Little bit of motion, baby. You like it when she rock this body, like it when she move it your way. Little bit of motion, baby. Tell me to come closer. Not sure if I want to. I got the heat to this fire. Looking at me, you've been waiting all night to tell me to come get it. Not sure if I'm with it, but you got the means, so come on now, see if we're zone out. Say what you want and then you go get it. Look into my eyes, it's like you done did it. Baby, who am I to say you won't win it? Tell me to come closer. Not sure if I want to. I got the heat to this fire. Looking at me, waiting all night to. Let's back it up for a little while. If you got this, show me now. I'm giving you just a little time, enough to make you walk that line. Well, if you want this lady, you got to move it her way. Little bit of motion, baby. I said if you want this lady, you got to move it her way. Little bit of motion, baby. Tell me to come closer. Not sure if I want to. I got the heat to this fire. Looking at me, you've been waiting all night to tell me to come get it. Not sure if I'm with it, but you got the means, so come on now, see if we're zone out. Say what you want and then you go get it. Look into my eyes, it's like you done did it. Baby, who am I to say you won't win it? Tell me to come closer. Not sure if I want to. I got the heat to this fire. Looking at me, you've been waiting all night to. Thank you.
What is Rotary? We're a network of people like you. In fact, we're the original social network. More than 1 million of us live just about everywhere you can think of. And we mean everywhere. We get together to exchange ideas, grow our businesses, and make new friends. We volunteer to help our own communities or someone else's. We're right around the corner. Come join us. The name is Rotary. Rotary International. You're welcome.
This facility was built literally on the international date line to bring Charter customers tomorrow's technology first. Like Charter Internet, which was just made faster again. With speeds up to 100 megs, you can download a movie in 2 minutes. The #1 internet service provider in the nation. Click.
Fogelman, good luck with the presentation tomorrow.
Already nailed it.
Get Charter Internet Express for only $19.99 a month.
Are we done?
What about that? What about that young lady?
I know.
My goodness gracious.
We had some wonderful young ladies on this show today.
All kinds of them.
I'm so proud of them. It's wonderful.
You know, but that's Pete James came in to pick up the Tennessee Traveler baskets, and Pete's a writer and singer and as well, and he walked in, and instead of walking out, he stood over there and
listened.
I walked over there, and he looked at me and said, you know, some people just have it all. What else can you say? I mean,
hey, that's the title of your next song. Some people have it all.
Some people just have it all. You know, that's the title of my next song.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have it all.
Oh, you got a lot of it. You have written our opening song for South Jackson Goes Country, and everybody's saying, I love that song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
It's a great song.
Friday night, and I can't stay home. Hey, what we're going to do, it's time for us to leave, but before we leave, I want to give a wish to my father-in-law, Bob Couch. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your family tree. I've been blessed because of it. And Everett Brown was at First Christian Church Table Talk last week, and Everett has written a song called Family Tree, which touched me, and I hope it touches you. We'll see you next time.
On a lonely generation, there's a light that shines. When life comes unraveled, there's a tide that lines. And the street to overcome the world is in the blood you see. For the cross is our family tree. It was faith that brought our fathers through the fiery trials, and grace that kept the beauty in our mother's smiles. Our roots are traced back to a place, a hill called Calvary, and the cross is our family tree. I've got brothers I've never met, and I've got sisters that I don't know yet. But we are the children of Jesus the King, and the cross is our family tree. At the family reunion in heaven someday, we'll all join together and we'll sing His praise. And everyone will be at home for all eternity, for the cross is our family tree. I've got brothers I've never met, I've got sisters that I don't know yet. But we are the children of Jesus the King, and the cross is our family tree. Yes, the cross is our family